So someone asked me to show how I use the theory 4-in-1. So basically, it's about stages or steps. We are just preparing for your test. What I was using when I decided to start preparing for the test was just go to, when you open up, just go to the theory test, and you see practice revision questions. It's just showing different questions. Basically, the total number of questions in this is 785. So I don't choose categories, I go to all categories and then continue. So I don't say video, or because I just want random things, random questions to be coming around, if you get what I mean. So I did not say, oh, I want a video or I want alertness questions. I just went all the way to all categories, and that's what I did. So you click on continue. You don't need to select anything, so just go on. Or if you want voiceover, you can choose that. But I literally did not choose anything. So start practice, yes, I understand, and click category help videos. Would you like to view help videos introducing each theory tests? I actually don't need that. Yeah, remember I saw this.
All others on the market uses DVSA revision questions.
So I will just skip this. Alright, so when should you use left-hand lane of a motorway? One thing you need to understand about this is, if you are trying to memorize the question and answers, it won't take you anywhere. You really need to think about the questions and put them in a real life situation. When should I stay on the left hand side of the motorway? So when overtaking the slower traffic in the other lanes, that is because in UK it is right hand steering, so you are supposed to be on the left hand lane. Say you are on a contraflow road, like this my street here, where it's just one road, and there is an upcoming traffic just by your right and you are at the left. So in that situation, you know you are supposed to stay on the left side of the lane. So the same thing on like dual carriage, you are supposed to stay on the left lane. So the question says, when should you use left hand lane of the motorway? When you are overtaking slower traffic in the other lanes, which is definitely wrong. When you are making a phone call, you are not even supposed to use your phone while driving, so that is out of the way. When your vehicle breaks down, wrong, because you are not supposed to park on the left lane even when your vehicle breaks down. When the road ahead is clear, when the road ahead is clear and you do not intend to overtake anyone, you just want to be on your own, you're not overtaking anybody, then you're supposed to stay on the left lane. You have to sometimes you have to use a law of elimination, and this helps as well when you're writing your theory test. This can never be. So if I cancel, I know you're not supposed to use your phone while driving, that automatically is out of it. And you are not supposed to overtake from the left side. That is undertaking, which is very dangerous, because people will assume any car from that side is not supposed to overtake them. That's out of the way. So now I'm left with two options, which is when your vehicle is broken down and when your road ahead is clear. That really helps when you're writing your theory test, though it always makes sense to understand the question, so you don't have to guess and the question, if you know what I mean. So in this case, I would choose when the road ahead is clear. When the road ahead is clear, meaning when the distance between the next vehicle going in front of you is far or it is close, you do not intend to overtake anyone, just stay on the left lane. That is what I would choose personally. I have a reason for choosing that. You do that, then you go to next. So this keeps giving you 10 questions and you keep answering them, and at the end of the question, just let me go, I will choose just any answer. Choose, and that's the last one. So it shows me that I scored 5 out of 10. You can review your answer so that next time, if they bring the same question, you can know, oh, I missed this the other time, The best way is to review your answers. So I will review my answers. You can see the first question that we actually did, we got it right, which is when you should use your left hand lane of the motorway, which is what we got. But the rest of the questions, we just answered them just so I could show you this. The second question, what should the driver of the grey car be especially aware of. I can open this to see what I chose and what the correct answer is supposed to be. I chose traffic following behind, but the correct answer is door opening on parked cars. So that is the correct answer. Now I know that whenever I'm on a build-up road, when people parked on the street, I should be aware of anyone trying to open the door. I should assume that anyone can open the door at any time, anticipate for the reaction if anyone does, and by anticipation means I should not drive too close to the parked cars. In some situation you cannot avoid that because they parked on the both sides of the road and you have to really go through the tiny middle of the road. So what you do in that case is drive too slow in case if anyone wants to open the door, so you can react faster to that. I have explained it to myself and I know that, oh, this is the reason why this is like this. This is the, in case I don't understand why the answer is like that, I can actually go online, maybe Google, just type it there. Why is this like this? You know, I would type the answer, the question, and type the answer and say, ask Google, why is it like this? Sometimes I could go to AI. When I did my test, I wasn't really into AI, you know, ChatGPT and all that. But now it's easier. Just type the question, type the answer that the app says you should choose, or the app says is correct answer, and go to ChatGPT, type it there and ask why is that. ChatGPT or Google will explain why the answer is so. So if you really understand why there is a particular answer to a question, you definitely remember whenever you come across the question again. It's not just guesswork. You're not just thinking, oh, this was the question, this is the answer. No, you really try to understand what the answer is or why the answer is so. So that is what I kept doing. I was very busy at that time. For any free time, even if it is 30 minutes break while I'm eating, I'm still using one hand, just go through the questions, answer the questions. So that is what I did. Now when it is close to your test, the actual theory test, I'll go back home. So when it is close to your theory test, the actual theory test, I would advise you should start using or doing is the mock test, because realistically the mock test, there are some questions in the mock test that are not in the practice revision questions. Mock test is it's like you're doing the test, you know. So when you're ready, say it's 2 weeks to a theory test, I would advise to start doing or solving the theory mock test. So theory mock test basically is going to keep asking you questions as if you are on the test venue. It will give you your time. So in this case, you have 57 minutes to solve 50 questions. You need to really know what you're doing in this case. So when it is like a week to your test, I did not use this app for my hazard perception. I actually use websites online where you can actually practice the hazard perception. A lot of people are scared of the hazard perception, but in the recent, hazard perception is actually the easiest to pass. Multiple choice questions, most times they fail it. The hazard perception questions, I'll find time and actually demonstrate and how to really pass it, because you can't start guess clicking. You have to actually know and understand what you're doing before you can say you're clicking. I'm going to make a video about hazard perception and what to actually do to really pass it. I really passed hazard perception. I did not use any other material for my theory test. This is the app, the only app that I used, and the app, I think the app is £4.99, so it's just £4.99. That's how much I bought. Some people actually got theirs for free. I don't know how they did it, and it's almost the same thing, you know, but this is what I got, this is what I used, and it was £4.99. So if I can pass it, anyone can pass it.